Hi, I'm Miracel from IELTS Bootcamp, and today I have a special guest. I've asked one of my students from Mauritius who just recently passed her IELTS exam. Her name is Faith Warish. Welcome, Faith. So, how are you
Thank
doing?
you.
Congratulations for passing the IELTS exam.
I think this is the biggest moment of my life when I saw that I scored the magic score of 8777. It was my eighth attempt, and it was only this moment that I didn't try to expect anything about the results. I just went and get it. When I gone, the lady said, "How much are you expecting?" I said 8777. And she told me that I think you've got it this time.
That's great. That's awesome. So, tell me, when did you start studying for IELTS?
I started my IELTS in October 2008. At that time, I didn't know the importance of writing. I thought it would be the same like I did in school for HSC level, which is A level, general paper. So I didn't pay too much attention. I know that I was quite good, and I was even giving tuition for general paper. So I went in and scored very good results overall, 8.5 in listening, 8 in reading, 7.5 in speaking. It was only in writing that I got 6.5. So I was telling myself 6.5 to get 7, not a big deal. I will get it next time. But again and again, when I went, I couldn't get 7 in writing. So that was like every time I was learning new technique, new vocabulary, new ways of doing things, it wouldn't happen. And at the end, when I met your course, this was the day that I realized that a small mistake that I was doing on coherence and cohesion was the main culprit. So once I rectified this, I was able to score the magic score, and I was delighted.
Okay, so you mentioned about your mistakes. So why do you think, so you mentioned about coherence, cohesion. So what mistakes or strategy was not working for you?
Because in one of the online tutors that I met, in his book and everything, he advised to put two ideas in one paragraph. So I kept on doing this, and I sent him my correction, which he gave me 7.5. But unfortunately, in IELTS exam, that was not the case. I got 6.5, even though I made the same essay. I remember when I went back home, I did the same essay which I've done in exam and gave him, and he gave me 7.5. So I was very happy that, okay, I cracked it and I will surely get it. But the mistake was that when you put two ideas in one paragraph, one of them is always underdeveloped rather than the other. And this is the first time that you told me this when I sent you my first essay. You told me that cohesion and coherence, one of the ideas is very developed, whereas the other idea is less developed. There should be a balance between the two. I can put as much idea as I want, but all of them needs to be detailed. Then when I reread it, I realized that yes, you're right, and there was no balance between the two ideas, and one paragraph let me stick with one idea. And it solved all the problems because at the end of the day, the grammar was here, the vocabulary was here, the paragraphing, everything else was there, except for that little mistake.
So tell me about your last exam. So how was the writing exam?
In my writing exam, my last two exam, I would say, I finished 10 minutes before the exam finished. So I had plenty of time to do my revision, to check for errors. And then you realize that it's just a format that you need to get right. Once this format you get right, it's easy. It's like someone is talking to you and you're answering to that question.
So how did the IELTS bootcamp help you?
It helped me by pointing out this mistake. I realized that in my for informal letter, which I was telling you that I'm very scared. Talks one, I'm always very scared. And you told me that this is the easiest part. So I took it as something that maybe it was in my head that it was difficult, and maybe it's not that difficult at all. The mistake which I was doing in talks one was again simple mistake where I was writing for informal letter full verb sentence. Like I would say, I will write, W-I-L-L, whereas I should have put I''ll, or I would have written I would, like would, W-O-U-L-D. I should have written I''D.
Mhm.
Simple things which take you from 6.5 to 7. So I would say these are the mistakes that I've learned. And your personalized report, I remember, helped me when you said you use this particular word very well. I like this word, I like that word. For me, it was, I would have think that it's simple word. It just went in that context on that day and I put it. But on exam day, I could remember that this word you said good. So I tried to somehow put it in a sentence. Obviously, it has to make sense. For example, in my last essay, I write the word mechanical healing mechanism, which I remember you said that you like this word very well. So, and rejuvenate yourself, things like small words which I use very often, but I didn't realize that it will bring a big impact on that day. I think your personalized report is one of the best I have seen. Very, very good. Simple, but it helps someone. It helps from getting 6.5 to 7.5 in a minute, I would say. I have always been stuck with 6.5, and with your, it was like a godsend, you know. I didn't know you before, and then suddenly I won the course. Because there are so many things on the market, I even took it lightly on the first 2 days, until people tell me, congratulations, Faith or Warish, congratulations, you won this. Then I realized that, oh, it's real. We don't normally win things, and this one was a miracle in itself. And I didn't have too much time when I won that course. I had only 7 days.
Yes,
But
yes.
that's made a big difference.
Mhm.
If
Okay.
that, I would have continued doing the same mistake. I wouldn't have known that there's an IELTS teacher out there who is getting it wrong himself. So how would you, I don't know how many students are following him, and I hope that they get your page, they come across to your page and excel themselves.
Mhm. So what advice do you want to give to those IELTS students who are in the same boat as you, frustrated, getting stuck at 6.5?
I would say if you're already in 6.5, it's not very far to achieve that 7. It's that little mistake that you keep on doing. You need to know exactly what's that mistake. Maybe for me, it's a simple mistake of 2 ideas in 1 paragraph. Maybe for some other person, they are not putting one thing that you pointed out to me, and how in an opinion essay, to what extent do you agree? We have to put that fully or completely agree. And in this time, I put this word fully agree. Normally, I just said I agree with this statement. This time, I said I fully agree. And I don't know whether this particular word has made me achieve 7.5 in writing. So a simple thing like this, you never know, maybe people are doing some really silly mistakes which got nothing to do with your English. You don't have to worry about thinking that your English is not good. You will never be able to achieve this. It's just that IELTS is a different structure, and you have to do it the way they want.
Okay, awesome tips. Thank you, Faith. And again, congratulations. So finally, you're going to Canada. So I wish you good luck.
My COS is still 4.35. Because of my age, it's getting decreased every time my birthday approaches. So in September, I will again lose 5 marks. But now I'm trying to go and see if I can do my French TEF exam. But this time
Okay.
I won't have a course like you,
Yes.
yours.
Good luck on that French course. So thank you again for um, saying yes to this interview. So guys, so please don't make the
My
same
pleasure.
please don't make the same mistakes as Faith did. You don't have to have 8 attempts in order for you to pass. So if you want to be the next success story in IELTS Bootcamp, please click the link below. I'll give the link to the IELTS Writing one course where you can master writing in 7 days, just like Faith did. So please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Faith. Bye for now.
Thank you for having me. Bye bye.